Yeah, so it's going to be 40 seconds on each one. I'll demonstrate it in that first 5 or 6 seconds, just so you know what you're doing, and then we'll just go straight ahead and do it. If there's anything that you can't do, just think of an alternative. Yeah, I'm all over the place tonight. Just be mindful if you have weak pelvic floor that you want to engage that through the entire workout, especially with core, it's very important. But other than that, yeah, just do what you can. At the end of the first round, if there are any issues, just let me know. We can change things. All right. So the first exercise we're going to be in a high plank position, and we're just doing shoulder taps. All right. So get you guys ready, get into position, and we'll start in 10 seconds. Get ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So just opposite hand, opposite shoulder. If you find it's too difficult, you can drop down onto your knees. I'm just doing it on my knuckles because my wrist is sore. Ideally, you want to be doing it on your hands. So we've got 40 seconds of this. Just make sure you keep your core tight. Try not to let your hips sag down. So you want to try and draw your belly button into your spine. We've got another 5 seconds. 2, 1, and down. Next exercise we've got, straight into it, we've got pointing dogs. All right, so opposite arm, opposite leg. Just try and keep torso square. You want movement coming just from your shoulder and your hips. Think about squeezing through your glutes at the end of the motion. You want to try and push your heel back. For 10 seconds. All right, next one we've got, so sort of like in between a mountain climber and a bear crawl. So in this sort of position, and we're just marching on the spot. So when you're ready, it's a little bit easier than doing mountain climbers because you're not as spread out. But it also means you can keep your core tight a lot easier with the whole movement. Ten seconds. All right. Next one we got Superman holds. So lying down on your stomach, just bringing your arms and legs up off the ground. If you can, just try and hold it there for the whole 40 seconds. If you need to drop down, but try and get straight back up. I've got another 15 seconds to go. All right. Rolling over onto your backs. Next one we've got toe touches. So feet straight up. You want to try touch your toes. If you need to, you can bend your knees a little bit, or you can just aim to touch your ankles. But we want to try and get as much of a stretch as you can. We've got 10 seconds to go. All right, next one's nice and simple, called penguin crunches. Let's go side to side. You can make this one harder if you want by having your feet further away from your butt. You want to try and keep your head and shoulders off the ground the entire time if you can. Halfway. All right, next one we've got just your straightforward crunches. You can either do it with your knuckles brushing up against your legs like this, or you can have your hands by your side of your head. I prefer this method just because you don't crank on your neck this way. About 10 seconds to go. All right, onto your side. One foot on top of the other foot. It's up to you what you want to do with that bottom arm. And we're just doing side crunches. So you just want to feel a bit of a crunch through the side of your core there. Can make it harder by trying to get your elbow closer to your knee. Got about 10 seconds to go. All right, and swap sides. Exactly the same movement. About 10 seconds. All right, lying back on your back again. One leg up, and we're just going opposite elbow to opposite knee. I like to have my hand just resting on my temple, not pulling on the back of my head, because again, you don't want to be cranking your neck to get that last bit of movement. About 10 seconds. All right, swap sides. Same thing again. Almost there. All right. Next one we've got leg raises. So hands under your hips. Try and keep your legs as straight as you can. You can make this one harder by having your head and shoulders off the ground. You can make it easier if you bend your knees a bit more. About 10 seconds to go. All right. Next one, we're sitting up. It's probably the hardest one out of the whole set. We've got B in and out. So if you want, you can have your hands off the ground or have them resting. It's up to you. Having them off the ground is obviously a lot harder, but you can get more of a range of motion if you have your hands on the ground. Got about 10 seconds to go. Alright. Slide back down again. We've got 2 exercises left. We've got alternating single leg bridges. So one leg out, other leg out. We want to try and keep that bridge nice and high the entire time. Try and put more weight through your heel rather than your toes. Almost there. Another 5 seconds. Alright, and the last one is just a bridge hold. So just that top position. Really focus on squeezing through your glutes, pushing through your heels, and just holding it there. Another 10 seconds to go. And rest. Cool. Grab a drink. Might do a couple of stretches while we rest between rounds. A good one for your core is just a proper stretch. Just open everything up. We'll rest for about a minute or 2, and then we'll go again. Second time through, we'll just do 30-second rounds, so I won't have to explain it as much. So grab a drink if you need a drink. We'll rest another minute. Alright, we'll start again in about 20 seconds. So the first exercise we got was that high plank shoulder taps. So it's just 30-second rounds this time. So when you're ready, get into position. Start in about 10. So just remember you want to draw your belly button into your spine. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Almost there, another 10 seconds. All right, dropping down into your pointing dog. So just remember you want to try and keep your torso nice and straight. Just moving from your shoulder and your hip. No movement through your spine. Halfway. All right, next one was your mountain climber, bear crawls. Almost there. All right, dropping down into your Superman hold. So arms and legs off the ground and just holding it there. Got 15 seconds. Alright, rolling onto your back, legs straight up, toe touches. I've got 10 seconds. Alright, feet down, go ankle to ankle. Try and have your head and shoulders off the ground with this one. Alright, next one we've got just your normal conventional crunches. About 10 seconds. Alright, rolling over onto your side crunches. And swap sides. Alright, onto your back again. One foot up onto your knee, opposite elbow, opposite knee. And swap sides. Almost there. Alright, hands under your hips, legs straight out, leg raises. We've got 4 exercises to go. Ten seconds. Alright, sitting up, V in and out. Alright, lying back down. 2 to go. Alternating single leg bridges. Let's try and keep those hips as high as you can. Squeezing through your glutes. Pushing through your heel, not your toes. All right, and last one, just your bridge hold. Try and get as high as you can. Really squeeze through your glutes. Last exercise, we're almost there. About 10 seconds to go. And relax.